Alright, fuck that timer. You know I hate that timer. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, Alexander. It's gonna be a different one, I promise you. I realized that last stream, but this time I'm implementing it. So let me know if audio is fine, let me know if everything's fine, and we're gonna get into it. So why I'm saying it's gonna be a different stream. By the way, welcome people who are watching on Periscope. Still streaming on Periscope, but I would really appreciate it if you would transfer to twitch.tv/thekitsa, please. I wanna stream on one place. I wanna stop using Restream. That would be awesome if you switch Periscope viewers. But if you want to keep watching on Periscope, keep watching on Periscope. You do whatever the fuck you want. Here's the thing. This week in Webdev and episode 25 today, and for 23 episodes, 22 episodes, I completely lost track of what I wanted this to be. So why did I start this? Ever since I stopped reading Twitter and being updated on what's new in Webdev, I wanted to read once per week what's new in web development, but read, not rant about, not talk about, oh, they added that in Vue, so I don't want to. That's it. The rants are done. If you still want to, hang out, fuck around, and hear me ranting about whatever, that's the gaming channel. I'm gonna put it here. So if you want to just casually hang out and talk about whatever the fuck, whether it's programming or whatever the hell, casually, we're gonna do it there. The idea of this week in Webdev is I was planning every Saturday to sit down for myself and just to read Reddit or whatever links you send me and whatever, and just to get really updated on what happened in the world of Webdev that week. I didn't want to turn this into like, oh, let's discuss all the drama and let's discuss what happened. I don't give a flying fuck. You need to understand that if you're watching this, I don't give a flying fuck about what happened in the Webdev community. Oh, he said that and she said, I don't give a... Let's put some wing on a fuck, because I don't give a flying fuck, if that makes sense. I don't fucking care. So I'm gonna read shit that matters to me, and that seems selfish, but it's my thing. So if you want to keep watching, cool. If it's useful to you, great. If it's not useful to you, also great. So I'm gonna keep reading things that are useful to me. I'm gonna skip long articles that you send. I'm gonna skip anything that mentions saving 3 kilobytes or revamping your blog using vanilla, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna read and focus on the things that matter to me, and I'm gonna try to keep this as straightforward as possible. Let's try to learn things in 1 hour, and for the rest of the week we don't learn shit. We don't bother with web development and hype and whatever the fuck. That was the entire idea, and today we're going back to that. So you can still send your links here. And I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read some of them, the ones that I see that actually make sense and stuff. And today I'm gonna be uploading the video from last week, and that's gonna go... Where the fuck is that gonna go? Oh, that's gonna go on a new channel. But fuck, what was the command? There are too many fucking commands, man. I just can't Oh yeah, it's start of Webdev. Yeah, the previous week's video is gonna be uploaded here. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna wait until you send the links. So welcome to the stream, and I'm gonna just casually pretend that I'm not streaming, and I'm just gonna learn whatever the fuck happened in web development. That's it. Alright, let's switch to the screen. I have Reddit here, so until you send me links, there's nothing that I can just browse except Reddit. So there's no way. I was looking into the Twitter API. Hopefully soon, when I get some free time, I'll start working on a This Week in Web Development tool that actually gets the best tweets that are related to web development. But until then, have to browse Reddit, and I'm relying on you. So send me tweets, send me articles, send me interesting things that happened this week, and we'll discuss some of them. Best feeling after a long work day. How is this news? Okay, never mind. Starting to learn HTML. Don't give a fuck. Just spent 3 days building a landing page. Most has this video and what is this? Oh wow. Oh, that's awesome. I just launched any feed on JS field for any language. You can start coding with build templates. Oh, is this like Code Sandbox? But you recreated Code Sandbox. That's great. That's awesome. Made away as a web dev. What are the pros and cons working for the government? That's so funny. Let's not. No. I'm gonna try to do this as if I was reading about web dev myself. If I was reading about web dev myself without you watching, I wouldn't discuss the government or whatever the fuck it says here. I would just scroll past it, and that's it. Reviewing portfolios. Don't give a fuck. Publish the VS Code extension to add GSX or SVG icons into... Okay, cool. Doesn't matter. Visual regression. And I realized that while doing this switch, it's gonna get maybe pointless for a lot of people watching Kitsa read about shit, but hey, it is what it is. That was my plan. I don't want to spend extra time streaming something that I don't want to stream in life. So yeah, mugshot, visual regression testing now with Playwright and Puppeteer. I never... Visual regression testing. Like sometimes I feel guilty that I don't do enough tests, but then I'm like, my apps work without much tests, so I guess I can get by. Made full stack clone. Let me see if you've sent any links. You've sent some links. This seems interesting. Anything that's React Spring. I wanna use React Spring one sunny day, but until then... Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off whoever sent that. I saw this. I saw this already and it made me sad, but... this could be nice for the component library that I'm building for landing pages. If we can use some crazy shit like this, the landing page is gonna be insane. Look at this. I was trying to look at some of the code and I have... Actually, it's not that... let's try to change something and see if that works. Like, oh my god. I double click and this is what Code Sandbox selects. That's great. Okay, never mind. Code Sandbox is just clicking in the wrong thing. That's great. They have 7 billion of investment, but still when... Okay, cool, great. Never mind. This is awesome. I can't wait to actually use this. What are the... can you use this in any browser? What are they actually... I'm actually interested in this, because if you make a landing page in this, it's gonna be the landing page and that's it. But what are the... Whoever sent this link, thank you. Do you know what browsers are supported and if it can... of course it's not gonna run on iOS Safari, but this is freaking cool. What else have you sent? There's a what is this? JavaScript libraries replacement smaller than Lighthouse now recommends smaller libraries. I don't give a flying fuck if Lighthouse recommends smaller libraries, because that doesn't matter. What matters is shipping apps and solving real problems. So the few kilobytes here and there don't fucking matter. I tried recreating Spotify. Okay, cool. And that's it. When you look at... I have a list actually of subreddits. That's not it, Kitsa. That's not it. Let me open and see what other subreddits do I have here. Twiv, Agenda. I know that I was following an agenda once upon a time. Daniel says WebGL is here for like 10 years. Support is pretty standard by now. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sending links. Bin Valencia, welcome. Dembo, hello Marcus, and everyone else. And I appreciate the people who actually transitioned from Periscope to here. I really appreciate that. Let's go into the JavaScript subreddit. There's always something going on there. JavaScript. Maybe I should make a multi-Reddit, but if you make a multi-Reddit or whatever they're called right now, you're gonna lose posts from the smaller subreddits and the bigger ones are always gonna dominate. So it's better to browse subreddit by subreddit. And I'm keeping an eye on the links that you're sending me here, so don't worry if you send something interesting. What is this Blink Dev? Actually, I missed it. If you just arrived at the stream, you can send the links here. Intention to prototype customizable select element. Oh, cool. 20 years too late to have a customizable select element. Learn about common performance issues. No. Learn the basics. Nah. It seems it's scheduled to be discussed in September 2020 meeting. What is this now? Decorators. Oh, cool. Those are dead, so whoever gives a shit. I created zero runtime CSS that compiles away inspired by Facebook's unreleased library. Nope. No. Not gonna get into that rant. The worst captcha ever. Squad captcha. Anyone wants to contribute to GBA.js? What is GBA.js and why do I not? Game Boy Advance emulator. Winter. Okay, cool. Rewriting Facebook's recoil React library in 100 lines. Pain in my chest. Pain all over the place. I'm gonna pretend that everything is fine and I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Dynamic task scheduling with Node.js and MongoDB. This, I'm gonna rename the stream from This Week in Web Development to Kitsa Scrolling Reddit. And I don't give a flying fuck if I lose all the viewers. Because that's it. Tiny newsletter about JavaScript. Doesn't matter. React context, monadic error, whatever the fuck. Interactive factor. Well, there's that, huh? How do I scroll the links one by one? Okay, we have one more link here, the fourth link. React Reflex. Well, I clicked that, I think. Oh, 2 people send the link. Okay. Unreal Engine allows you to... Wait, I can see better. Unreal Engine allows you to export fully fledged 3D game to WebGL and run it in the browser. I have one idea that I've been thinking of. That one sunny day, after I build all of my projects that matter in the world, I have an idea of something to build with like 3D, and it's gonna have to work on the web and on React Native. Maybe one day when I retire, I'll work on that. But I'm looking forward to do shit with 3D instead of just rectangles for life. What other subreddit do I have here? JavaScript, we have front end. There's nothing going on Reddit. This is the thing that's pissing me off. Everything's going on Twitter. Nothing's going on Reddit. Can you go through your tweets right now to through the things that you liked and be like, oh yeah, this happened, and send that to me? For the love of God, there's nothing going on Reddit. Nothing. Everything's on Twitter. It's pissing me off. You cannot sense how the state of things. Not that it matters that much, you know, the things don't change that much, but it's still nice, you know, to get some tips or whatever the fuck. The Developer's Guide to Design Systems. LearnStorybook.com. Awesome, but also Chakra exists, so I'm using Grid and Flexbox for everything. Going to be overkill? No. Practice front development, how to make your website. Why are bundlers all complicated? CSS grid layout aspect, improving farm efficiency with a weather API. This sounds interesting. I haven't read an article in a long time. Like, sit down and read an entire article without scrolling it. I even started watching YouTube videos like this. This is how I watch a YouTube video. I press play and then I press the L key, and the L key on YouTube skips I don't know how many seconds, and then I just go through L, and I go through the entire video and I get the point of it, and I don't even watch it. That's our brains on social media, literally. Cannot even watch something. Am I the only one? Looking for feedback, possible gaming clips website. Unrip it. I don't know, watch that. Okay, cool. Nothing going on the front end. Moving on to the next one. CSS, kill me. What happened in the world of CSS this week? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing happened in the this week in CSS. I should do a show called This Week in CSS, and it's just 1 hour of me being silent and staring at you like this. Beyond Media Queries, using newer HTML. Oh yeah, they're called Grid and Flexbox. They were released in 1997. Get over it. Complete CSS Flex, how to toggle dark mode. I'm telling you, nothing is fucking... Oh, this is interesting. Oh, but it's a tutorial that I should watch. No fucking way. This is interesting. I like this layout. How to use CSS Grid for sticky headers and footers. Green sock, basic, custom bullets, marker. Nothing interesting is going on in the world. That makes me want to cry. Let's see React. Whatever happens in React. They're still arguing about state management and whatever the fuck. It's funny that the React subreddit takes a while to load. Get it? Get it? React.js Reddit, whatever it's called. Oh, it's React.js. Please send me links. Let me open. Maybe you send me something. This is interesting. Use what change? A tool utility debug major area. Oh, this is interesting. I've seen something like this. A React hook to debug various React official hooks having dependency list. React Native, React with Electron, old value and new value. Yeah, this is awesome. Never gonna use it. I'm gonna use console log forever, but it's good to keep it in mind if ever console log fails me, which is gonna be never. Serverless video chat React tutorial. Thank you for following. Something. Every time I see something like this, like programmer with Masood, and I'm like, you know what, I should do shit like this, and then I remember I don't give a fuck about doing shit like that. I did 2 videos, one about TypeScript, one about, I forgot, whatever the fuck, and I'm like, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to tell people, here's how to use the latest route. I don't give a flying fuck. That's it. But when I see channels like that, I'm like, god damn, if I focus my YouTube channels on doing, you know, development shit, I might, and then I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That's it. Progressive web app that syncs videos. You can have virtual watch parties with friends. It blows my mind that YouTube and Netflix and everyone else hasn't done this yet. It's crazy. React is 100 seconds. Oh, okay. Pop-up is here. Modals, tooltips, menus, all in one. 3 kilobytes. Okay. But also, Chakra is there. Coded multiplayer chess. Am I in top post of the week? That's it? React plus TypeScript, the good parts. There might be some interesting tip that I might use from here. Thank you for following, Ratatouille. Type validation, prop types, hooks, trade-offs. Okay, cool. That was a useful tutorial full of nothing. We made an open source React spreadsheet like interface for Firestore DB. Why doesn't Firestore have an interface like this? Shut the fuck, motherfucker. When I'm talking. I wrote a reactive state management library seeking your feedback for API. I built a Netflix clone. Everyone is rebuilt. No, not gonna get into a rant. We're scrolling the subreddit, moving on. We learned, see, this probably thing that you've sent me, somebody sent me, posted by Swix, has 39 upvotes. Probably on Twitter it has 70,000 likes and retweets. What I'm saying is there's an entire community on Twitter. It's not easy to browse it without reading about people's cats, without reading about, look at what I did, hey, look at what I care about, and whatever the fuck. I need to build this fucking thing. Seriously. There's nothing going on here. 3 comments, 6 comments. This is such a big deal. More people should be talking about this. Yeah, exactly. Do you mind explaining why? I'm not gonna explain you why. Because it's fucking 3D in the browser, you fucking chipmunk. That's why. They're asking why. GraphQL. Wow. And this is how we go through subreddits and we learn about things. Not ranting about Gatsby. Fast and type-safe GraphQL servers in Rust. Of course, nothing is going on in the GraphQL subreddit, so let's sort it by month because I haven't visited it in a while. GraphQL the simple way, or don't use Apollo. Okay, that's interesting, and I want to know why actually. Problem with Apollo. What is the problem with Apollo? 44 different server packages. Yeah, okay. There's no problem with Apollo if you ask me. Thank you for following Simba the Sailor. How to build a simple GraphQL server without Apollo. Oh, do it manually. Oh, you're advocating not using libraries. Thank you for the most useless article ever. Introducing GraphQL FM. What happened to this site? I was using this for... Please tell me that it's back again. Please tell me that it's back again. There was no announcement. There was nothing about GraphQL Hub. God bless it. That was an awesome website. I'm actually using it for Lucky Retweet. And now I would have to use the Twitter API directly. So what I'm saying, in other words, can somebody come to my room and please stab me as soon as possible, so I don't have to directly use a REST API, especially the one from Twitter. If you can come around noon tomorrow to stab me, that would be pretty nice. What are you saying in the chat? Anything useful here? Held a message for this guy. It would be cool to have this link form at the start of the week, so you just shoot the links the moment we stumble upon them. It would be cool to have the link. That's a great idea, hello Marcos. That's the first thing. That's probably the first smart thing that somebody has said in the chat ever. Not ever. You're usually helpful, but that's a good idea. I should post the link. I should do a website where you're able, whenever you find a link, you're able to bookmark it or whatever, and it just goes there for the week. I should do that, but lazy. Daryl says, I watched your MacBook Pro unboxing a few months back. Have you found that now that you have used it for a good few months? Yeah, I fucked that up, Daryl. I got a MacBook Pro and then the pandemic happened and my MacBook Pro is gathering dust. Because I wrote an article about this, I think. Wait, it's here. Actually, I'm gonna put it here and you can read about why and so on, because I don't want to repeat myself. You can read in that link, but I'm using the Mac Mini, I'm not using the... Don't use... If you prefer Urkel instead of Apollo, simplicity, Apollo feels overbloated. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, okay, cool. So nothing interesting in the GraphQL, huh? Nothing interesting in the chat. How about something interesting in the links, huh? No, 5 links today. Thank you, everybody. GraphQL, and then we have web design. I think that's the last one. Did we see frontend? I don't remember. Did we see frontend or not? Top... This, I think we did, right? Let's see this month. Maybe something happened this month. I'm pretty proud of this. I have to count to 10 now. And we're moving on. The feature we've been waiting for, boys. Huh? Oh my god. Cyber code online and that looks like disguised. Okay. Created a web app to analyze your top tracks on Spotify using React. Okay. Oh, if I do this, it's gonna be... Oh, it's the genres or something. Okay. 5 most annoying website features I face as a blind person every single day. Oh, this might be useful. Wow, that thing looks beautiful. This. Oh my god, what an... Actually, this is a beautiful blog. Contributor, holy chook. But what is this thing? The big hack. Wow, that looks fucking amazing. I love the design of this thing. Oh my fucking god. You rarely see something nice looking like this. Anyway, that looks beautiful. Let's see how screen readers work. Screen readers allow blind and visually impaired people to use computers, phones and tablets in. Okay. which is convert screen readers read out loud everything that's as a screen reader user. Here are the most common issues I encounter as a daily basis. Unlabeled links and buttons. I'm guilty probably of all of them, so that's why I want to read this. Screen reader users rely on links and buttons. For example, when linking to an about page, click here doesn't give any clue, and while leads to, but find about who we are is clear. If links and buttons are labeled correctly, okay, I'm not doing this actually. Clear description, real frustrating. They must have a clear description on why they. I cannot even put myself in a position to browse. I cannot stand the web with two eyes, with eyesight. Thanks God I have my eyesight, and I cannot stand the web and navigating the web. I cannot even imagine how they navigate the web. That's, I don't know. No image descriptions. This is probably the most common issue. Using image descriptions is essential for accessibility. Image descriptions are also known as an alt text, which is written description of an image. Screen readers read image descriptions out loud. Yeah, I think I'm doing that most of the time. Poor use of headings. Sometimes guilty of this, but now that I'm using Chakra, I think I'm using headings more and more. Inaccessible web forms. Okay, if a search box is not labeled, it means screen reader users have no idea of the purpose of that box. It means people who use screen readers cannot access the same functionality. Especially capture checkout requirements. Without an option to hear the audio, it's not accessible. Good point. Auto playing audio and video, never do that ever. Okay, great tips, I guess. Thank you for that. How do you like my UI UX? 10 useful HTML features you might not be using. Okay, I might not be using something. Code. I think I'm... See it working. Oh, this is the details tag. Okay, never used this actually. I don't know why. Content editable. But why would you attribute that can be set on element to make the content editable? It works on element like div. Yeah, you have to specify. It's not set on element. Yeah, okay, cool. Never. Okay. Map. Circus map. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna find out about all of this when I actually need it. So that's why I'm saying this in my talks. Don't learn things for the sake of learning things, you know. Redux Saga. Okay. When we go below 100 upvotes, that's it. Game over. So last we have web design, and I'm gonna go back to your links. Then we can go to product hunt, I guess, because I haven't been there in a while. Oh, what is this? Wait. It seems like it's made with React. Embla carousel. Let's see it. Don't ever have a carousel on the web ever, but if you need it, slides to scroll. Okay. Drag free. Okay. Seems like it's jittery. It doesn't seem smooth. Align. Blows my mind how there's not a standard component library for this shit. It's crazy. Oh, this looks actually smooth. I like it. I like this one. Now I'm not gonna bookmark it, gonna forget about it, and when I actually... Oh! Fancy. Now that's fancy. I hate the iOS date picker. It's the most annoying thing ever. But anyway. Hopefully I'm gonna remember this one, huh? I was using, once upon a time, I was using Raindrop. This thing, Raindrop bookmarks, to organize my bookmarks and shit. But it's... I don't know, everything's fine with it. It's just, don't ever have bookmarks in life. That's what I'm saying. They don't matter anyway. Web design. I made a web app that lets you create websites by drawing aspect.app. Interessant croissant. Let's see, how about link? This smells like money. I wish you tremendous success. This is gonna be incredible for lots of people. Oh my god, how did it take you to build this in pure JavaScript? Code output is clean. Any more details? The site is just a video. Oh, I'll add a feature list. Otherwise on desktop there's a start creating button. How does this look like? I don't trust these fucking things. I'm all for using... Nah, it seems too much position absolute. Okay, cool. Great talk. Cybercode online. How intensive would be a process to create a system like this where a model of a product changes in real time based on selections? Shouldn't be too hard. Just found an awesome vector pattern generator. It bugs me that this week I got an idea that can literally, but this is an idea that I kinda need-ish, but usually I build things that I need, but this is an idea that I know, and that's why I would be way more successful in life if I actually pursue the ideas that are gonna bring me money. I always pursue the ideas that I need and they're gonna solve a problem for me. But this is probably one of the first times that I don't need it for me, but I'm like, holy shit, if I start selling this, it's gonna pour millions. And then I'm like, but you know what? Let's go back to reading about web development and how to use divs and details and whatever the fuck. But I'm gonna do that one sunny day. Wow, this is beautiful. Holy shit, this design is fucking awesome. I wish I was a person who was gonna sit down and just do something and never use it, but make it for money so people can buy it. I would. That's it. I would work for 2 years and then see you. See you, everybody. Oh, what happened to Kitse? Oh, remember Kitse, the guy who cared about web development? See you. Bye. Have a good next 30 years doing web development, everybody. But I'm not. So for now, I'm still gonna solve problems. Create a list. This is awesome. I need to bookmark. You know where I'm gonna put it? I'm gonna put it here. Cool. Never gonna remember where I put it, but it's... There's probably 30 websites like this that I've seen, but we need one. Font licensing. This guy seems convincing, like he knows his shit. Let's see. Nope, that's it. All right, what do you have for me? People. Oh yeah, hello Marcos. We wanted actually Daniel requested, so we put Axe, a web accessibility checker in CZ. We need to focus because like CZ saying that it's the browser for developers, yada yada yada. We need to also care. We never prioritized any features about accessibility, and we have the opportunity, like while building features for different devices at once, we have the opportunity to also do accessibility things, and I'm guilty of that we need to prioritize those things instead of things like Butler or whatever the fuck we're adding. Let's see what's trending on GitHub. Oh wait, we might have more links. Oh, we have more links, so thank you for sending the links. React with hooks.netlify.app. React.js org documentation with hooks-based explanation and coding adapted by Kickstart Coding. This is probably gonna try to sell us something. Online kickstart your coding career. Okay, I don't mind that. When you're doing a useful resource and whatever, and also that's free, but you're trying to sell something on the side, I don't give a fuck. It's completely fine. Stateful component and application. Oh, that's it? Getting started, online playground. Okay, I don't actually need this, but it might be useful. Thank you for following. Kiss my bag or chain my... I cannot read the name. Great. Web hands-on portals. Now, what is this? Seamless navigation on the web. Isn't this from 30 years ago? Yeah, it's a very old thing, but it's updated now. When I saw this for the first time, I was very, very excited about it. I'm wondering what happened. This is never gonna happen. Just so you know, this is the web is never gonna look like this. So deal with it now, so you're not disappointed ever. The web is never gonna have an animation that looks like this ever. Navigating between 2 pages and it looks like that, forget about it. So I don't know why I even opened this. I don't have hope for the web looking beautiful ever. So let's go to the next link. Cloudflare, rendering React on the edge with Flare React and Cloudflare workers. I'm gonna click on this, scroll through it. The title already hurts me because it's so fucking unneeded. It so fucking doesn't need to exist at all. Visitor A, cache API worker. Okay, cool. Yeah, never gonna use it. So as I told you, I'm gonna open the links that I care about, and if I don't care about something, that's it. I'm gonna rename this, not This Week in Web Development, but This Week Kitse is Reading, whatever. How about Product Hunt, but we actually see the top of the week, huh? Twitter free morning, silence in the noise. No, you need Twitter free life. I cannot tell you how fucking relaxed I feel since May. I mean, from the aspect of I don't open Twitter to check what's up in life. Ideas AI, best products last week. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Everyone is doing this. Fast to do weekly calendar. Don't do that. Magic email. Summarize and generate emails using GPT-3 in one click. Oh, please. People write long emails sometimes. I can't stand it. They're like, Dear Sizzy, this is what happened to my grandma when I was in 3rd grade. And I'm like, get to the fucking point, please. So maybe GPT-3 can do it. Let's see. I have an email tool that I can't wait to share with you. I think I'm going to start rebuilding it with Blizz.js on stream. So press that follow button or don't. I'm gonna build it anyway. I'm gonna stream it anyway. If you press that follow button or you don't press that follow button, doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna build it. So if you wanna watch, press it. I appreciate the OpenAI team for okay, cool. Generate email. Brief 1-line description. That's fucking amazing. Wow. I I need this so I never write an email in my life. Anytime I'm polite in an email, just so you know, it's fucking fake, okay? Anytime I say cheers in an email, I wrote it with a lot of chest pain. If I'm like, dear Elizabeth, I hope that you're doing well, translated to I don't give a flying fuck. And then when I say cheers, it means like, please never reply to this email ever again. So nothing happened on Product Hunt. That's amazing. Let me scroll like this. Maybe we're gonna find something interesting. Unless you send me more links. Come on, we have a lot of time actually today. Now I can get into the rants, but I won't, because I'm gonna try to learn more. So, no code club, the Stack Overflow for no code makers. Oh, that's interesting idea for a platform. I love when people come up with interesting. I'm obsessed with unique ideas and solving problems. That's why I don't care about this saving kilobytes and all of that bullshit. I'm obsessed with unique ideas that solve problems, and that's amazing. This is fucking genius. It looks like my dog vomited, and it was like, you know what, this vomit is not pink enough, and then my dog found out a way of adding pink vomit, but this is amazing. Made by Pierre and Lauren, co-founder at Hello Tyro. Okay, what is Hello Tyro? Find ambitious interns to boost. Build your business faster with the right interns. Oh, you're gonna find people to work for free. That's awesome. That's great. Have more interns, right? How about you pay people more? How about you don't? I don't get the point. Entire history of you, founder pool. Okay, you got me. You got me, CSS box shadow examples. Oh, but this is off. I wish that I bothered to find ways like this to sell Sizzy more. Like if I had sizzy.co/blog/ here's 3 examples of, maybe one day I'm gonna pay some. Here's an opportunity. Do you want to be a blog? Like if you genuinely care about, I don't know, like Sizzy is the browser for developers anymore. It's not about responsive design. So what are you gonna write on the blog? If Sizzy had a blog, what are you gonna write about? If you have an idea, send an email. The email is somewhere in the Sizzy thing, and let's talk. Because I'm never gonna sit down and write a blog post about here's 3 creative ways how to responsive design with grid. I don't give a flying fuck. It sells. It sells. I'm not gonna sit down and do tricks like this. CSS box shadow, like you give a fuck. All you want is people to click on this. That's it. That's it. Game over. But thank you for the free resource, I guess. What I'm saying is I'm not gonna do shit like this. But this is fucking awesome, and it's actually useful. I like this. It's a useful resource. I'm gonna put it here. If I ever need... I finally started listening to this. That's great. Poolside FM. Totally recommend it to you. There's... Jared's React is become... Okay, you got me, Jared. You got me with the article. Let's see what Jared is saying. React is becoming a black box. I like the style of your blog, if you're watching this. I like how minimalistic is it. Yeah, it pains me to see it. React is on the verge of becoming a black box. Any given day, just search React hooks and you'll stumble upon conversation. It goes like this. I wrote this. React is supposed to take care of the how. I don't have any problems with hooks actually. September 2020. Privately with Tom Ochicicino, the I reached out to Tom again to share my continued frustration with the lack of communication, how it is impacting some of my business decisions around React and the web in general. Here's you're not wrong. A couple of years ago, based on what we've seen happening, if you're watching this, whatever happened to my episode of Undefined? All the episodes of the Undefined podcast probably got released. My episode never saw the light of day. We had a great conversation, at least I think so, with Jared and Ken Wheeler. They never released the episode. So, as a sign of protest, I'm gonna close this tab. I don't actually know if React is a black box, and if I don't give a fuck. As soon as there's another JSX things, I might switch. I don't care. Let's talk about, useful shit. And actually I respect Jared, and because he also thinks about the business side of things and actually solving problems and turning Formic into a business and blah blah blah. So whatever happened to the podcast, man, I don't know. Move things with CSS, that's hilarious. AI for me, okay. Well, that's it. Okay, fuck it. It's not in Webdev, but let's see. Silence the noise a little bit. Don't you have something better to do? Just block Twitter completely. I have Twitter blocked on every weekday from the morning to until 3 p.m. and I leave it unblocked after 3 p.m. if I need to share something on the CZ account or my personal account or whatever. But that's it. And my life has gotten drastically better. What else do you have for me? Is this it? I think we covered a lot of things today. That's how it's supposed to be. 39 minutes. We covered all sorts of shit. That's awesome. Thank you for following, Lex1. And also thanks to everyone who's watching and actually supported this channel with bits and subscriptions and Amazon Prime subscriptions and so on. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What else do you have for me in the chat? Yeah, Lucky Retweet throws an error. I got surprised how if you go to Lucky Retweet right now, there's an error. So I guess we were not gonna be able to choose a winner. I'm gonna go and randomly scroll through the people who retweeted the stream, and I'm gonna choose a winner of the license. But I got surprised how many people are complaining to me on Twitter that Lucky Retweet is not working. I searched for Lucky Retweet on in the Twitter search. In the Twitter search, what am I, a fucking grandpa? I clicked on the Twitter search and then the Facebook the thing. That's how grandpa people talk. Grandpa people anyway. I'm amazed. I don't have analytics for this thing. I don't know how much money opportunities I'm missing out because there's no ads. There's no way to monetize this, whatever. It's just a free tool. And anytime it goes down, I get so many messages and frustrated people. And I think that this week I might sit down and do a stream where I'm going to rebuild this thing and actually think about how I can monetize it and shit. I don't monetize shit enough. Like this has 10,000 users per month still. I don't know how monetizable is that, but if I put Google ads or whatever back in the day, I would have probably made a lot of money from this thing. Not a lot, but enough, you know? I put ads for my own things like Sizzy and Twizzle, which is actually free right now and is the wrong link. That tells you how much I give a fuck about this shit. Really, if there was someone else with my opportunities of making money, they would have retired by now, I'm telling you, because it's always an afterthought for me. I'm like, oh, this link doesn't work, so yeah, whatever the fuck. It's a very wrong approach to have, but yeah, I have the attention span of a golden retriever, and I always just jump through things in the week. This week we worked on a new widget for Fungarzione, so CZ is gonna have the widget's gonna be awesome. Let me tell you that. The widget is gonna be fucking amazing. Now, does it take the page 50,000? Yeah, okay, it loads. There's gonna be few types of widgets for the changelog. So yeah, if you're actually interested in porting your changelog to Fungarzione, I'm gonna put that here. We haven't had people, to be honest, reaching out that they want to port their changelog. So if you want to have the most beautiful futuristic changelog ever, and you're gonna keep the free account forever, just hit me up. If you already have existing audience, and if you already have a changelog, and if you want to change to the most futuristic changelog ever, just hit me up somewhere, I guess. I don't know where. Send an email, tweet at me, I don't fucking know. Anyway, what else is new? GitHub, this week, yeah. I haven't seen what's going on in GitHub this month. So, Windows 10 debloater, that's hilarious. I found this thing, if you notice, oh wait, actually you cannot see my taskbar. I found this, maybe it's gonna be useful, Windows Taskbar X, I think it's called. If you wanna, yeah, Taskbar X, for centering it and making it a little bit more beautiful. So that's one recommendation from me, huh? You learned something, motherfuckers. And I actually like how it makes it look like the macOS dock. It puts everything in the center, it's transparent and so on. And another recommendation for you is Power Toys from Microsoft. And I really love this. They have a bunch of things in them, but I love fancy zones. You can divide your desktop in fancy zones. So now if I shift and drag around, you see, I have these zones where I can drop the window. And even if I do this, you also have, it moves through the zones, and that's fucking amazing. I love it. So, and this is a copy of Alfred. That's great. Or Spotlight Alfred, still useful. Never gonna be Alfred, never gonna be macOS Spotlight, but they're trying, and I respect that. Anyway, those are some tips. Let's see what else. What is this debloater actually? What does it debloat? Because I'm using Windows more and more, not for programming, only for gaming and running streams and shit. But what does it fucking debloat? This script will remove the bloatware. But what is the bloatware? There's seriously no bloatware in Windows, so stop sweating it. 3D Builder, Asphalt 8. if I have Asphalt 8 on Windows, I'm switching to Linux right now on the stream. Asphalt. Of course I don't have Ashanti. Okay, this is so useless, this Bing search, that it tells me about Ashanti. Just imagine using the search thing and it tells you about Ashanti. Kill me. Anyway, I'm never gonna use something like that. Windows is not that bloated. It just sucks. It's not that it's bloated. There's not a tool that's gonna fix Windows. There is. It's called the macOS installer. But anyway, and design view, full calendar, drag and drop event calendar. Okay, are we in top of this month? Yeah. Wow, so nothing interesting, huh? Language, JavaScript. We're almost done. That's awesome. That I actually managed to stay focused. No rants and shit, just learning, huh? How about that? I told you. Fucking told you. RS, let me see if you send anything else. I have to check that out on the side before I open it here. Okay, that seems interesting. I'm gonna click it so you can see it actually. I was thinking sometimes we can watch talks. If that's even allowed to do, to watch someone else's talk and restream it basically. I have a talk that my buddy sent me that has like millions of views and I wanted to watch it. I'm like, what if we watch it on stream together? And then I pause it all the time and I annoy everyone with my commentary and I lose all the viewers. But it might be interesting to do because I never sit down to watch a talk. I'm just too fidgety. And nudity detection with JavaScript and HTML canvas. I don't fucking know why would you use this, but thank you whoever sent that. Everything is RSSable. Portainer. Wow, I guess this is the first episode since maybe episode 1 when I went through my entire agenda and everything that I wanted to see, and we went through all the links and I went through everything that you've sent me. So I guess it's whoever sent the React 3 flex, we already saw it and 50 people sent it already. So we saw the React 3 flex from React Spring. Let me see if I'm missing something in the chat. Green Passion asks, what program do you use to block websites according to time? I'm using Cold Turkey Blocker, and I think it's paid, but it's so useful. Cold Turkey Blocker. And I'm using this one. Like, you can block, it's super powerful. It's way better than Focus. It works on, I think even if you have Android, I'm not sure if it works on Android. I don't think so. There's Freedom that works on Android. And I just hate that iOS cannot run something like this. This works across all of your devices. I always wanted to build something like this because I have a lot of ideas how to improve it. This one works across devices for blocking your time, but on iOS it sucks. You have to connect to VPN or whatever. It's annoying. On iOS I'm using the native do not disturb. No, oh my god, not do not disturb, whatever the fuck it's called, downtime. And my girlfriend has the password, so I basically cannot change the times. I have like 5 minutes for YouTube, 3 minutes for this, 5 minutes for that. And that's it. In the day I can open them that much and that's it. But on macOS I'm using Cold Turkey and it's fucking amazing. It blocks all the browsers. It has extensions for all the browsers. You can block some websites permanently, and for other websites you can schedule them weekdays or whatever. It's super flexible. I love it. I don't know if it's paid. I think there's a free trial or something. Just the basic. Yeah, but I wanted the scheduling and everything else. Application blocking. So I think it's a one-time fee, and it's fair enough to pay $39 for some things that are gonna help you get your shit together. So Cold Turkey Blocker, I can recommend that. You don't have anything else for me? Swiper, yes, whatever. Thoughts on Angular? Ask the Extreme. Not gonna go there. That's gonna start a rant. Full-size drag and drop event calendar. Let's see this. I had this open. JavaScript calendar, the most popular, full-size, popular, lightweight, developer-friendly, open source. Yeah, awesome. I don't know, maybe I should have made like a list of few things that I can tell you. Let me think, like what happened this week. We were working on some things in CZ, but nothing worth to talk code-wise that I can tell to you about it. I don't fucking know. I mean, yeah, nothing interesting happened in my Webdev world. That's why I have this, so you tell me. You're like, hey, I saw this tweet. Hey, I saw this article. Hey, I saw this. Any ideas? Like, what else could we browse? Like, we have 15 minutes more, except memes and bullshit. What else can we... Oh, actually, we don't have that much time, but We have like 10 more minutes. What else can we browse where we can learn more if you're not sending links? What else should I see? Because sometimes I try to go to the explore tab in Twitter, and that's the worst. There are people sending, like, Justin Bieber signals his next era is arriving in 1 week. That's what I see in Twitter Explore. Apple will allow xCloud and Stadia on the App Store. And there are literally the worst tweets in life. They're under Explore. There are people just fishing for clout, people fishing for likes, people fishing for retweets. I want to puke. Anytime I go in the Explore tab, it's like everyone is begging so much for like clout. It's just fucking sad. Here's a pro tip. Here's how to add 2 numbers in JavaScript. Kill me. So there's nothing useful there in the Explore tab. I need some selective cold turkey block for Facebook. I'm doing propagating my product there, and it's hard to resist some other stuff I see there. There are extensions for blocking certain parts of Facebook. So if you search, you'll find something like that. And then you can limit it to, here's what I do. I also use Facebook for CZ ads. Haven't paid for ads in a long time. I should do that. But everywhere it's limited. I cannot go down a rabbit hole of anything, because it's just I do my thing and then I get out of there and that's it. There's not a productive way to browse the web. There's an opportunity for you. If you do this, you're gonna save me from building this one day, because I really want to build this, like the browser for productivity. I'm already up to here with the browser for developers, and it's like too many ideas to do and too many things to, I hate this. Yeah, like chill microphone, be here please. But I have so many ideas about revamping browsing overall, how to revamp browsing. Because the way we're doing browsing right now, with opening 50,000 tabs and with no way to not dive into rabbit holes, and the same way, that's why I started, like, that's why I invested so much in building CZ. That's why I'm trying to grow it, and that's why we're putting so much time, because I see so many using Google Chrome or Firefox or whatever the fuck is not the ideal way of doing development. But guess what, when I think about it, it's also not the ideal way to browse, because it's, you know, there's too many obvious things that are missing to make users more productive. So there's an idea for you. Stop this stream, start building the browser for productivity. I'm gonna be your first subscriber or whatever. Have you used Firebase? Yeah, I was not too happy with it, because it seems too much like REST. Anyway, I don't want to turn this. Well, actually, you know what? We can keep the last 8 minutes to ask me anything or whatever. And I'm gonna keep, you know, I'm gonna answer something, don't answer something, and that's it. We're gonna end in like 8 minutes, because I don't have anything else interesting to tell you. I don't wanna, you know, sometimes in this stream, I've been talking usually about some private things that happen in my day or my life or whatever. I'm like, no, we wanna keep the focus on this shit. We don't wanna talk about movies or whatever. So if you wanna hang out and talk about bullshit, like literally, if you're like, oh, it would be so awesome to talk about bullshit for 2 hours, that's the gaming channel. So you can move there. Probably I'm gonna stream some Tony Hawk or something tonight. We can hang out and talk about anything. Let's try to keep this one about web development. I don't know what I'm trying to go through things and try to think and come up and tell you about something. But okay, I mean, it's the last few minutes. So yeah, we kept 50 minutes of me learning. So if I kept the last few minutes on answering questions or, you know, just all sorts of bullshit, then it's fine. I kept most of the stream focused without ranting and so on. Fuck that. I don't want to do that, actually. I wanted to tell you about some things that we added in CZ or whatever. I don't give a fuck. You can see the changelog. I don't give a crap. I want to thank you for motivating me to stop following Webdev. It takes so much time and it was generally useless. Well, I'm glad. If I managed to convince one person, I'm really glad that you're seeing this, Daniel. Because if more people think like this... Look, I've been more or less uninformed about web development, especially on Twitter, since May. The only links that you've sent me are the links here, and you've sent me, what, 10 tweets overall? And I'm fine. Still shipping the new shit. I wrote an article, actually, about this. Maybe I can help you with that for the people who are not... I have 2 articles about this. If you go to kitsa.io/posts, one of them is killing my social media addiction. Did I port that one? Fuck, I didn't port that one from Medium. It's on Medium. The second one is this one, an underrated way to keep up with web development. And yeah, I'm gonna paste it here basically. But TLDR, if you don't want to watch that, is just follow the libraries on GitHub. that you really care. Like I followed Apollo, I followed Hercule, I followed the MobX libraries, I follow Chakra, I follow Blitz, I follow anything that I want updates on, and more or less it's gonna keep you informed on web development, more or less I'm saying. And you're gonna survive without the hype tweets and this person doing something different and that person doing something different. If you tune your brain to actually solve problems instead of just... There are two ways you can tune your brain: solving problems or being in the Twitter hype machine where constantly people are going to change your opinion about X, Y, and Z, and you're never going to get out of that. Most of my articles focus on this, that we don't have a lot of time on cashing in, I want to say, on this opportunity. Not just cashing in, that sounds like it's all about money, but using this time that we're in and using these abilities that we have as developers to actually do something meaningful. And I really fucking mean it. Like I believe that, you know, like the things that I'm working right now, doing like a browser for developers or whatever, in a way it propagates to solving bigger problems. Like if someone is using the browser for developers and they don't waste time and they actually have more time to do other things, in a way, you know, you increase the productivity of myself and of other people. And I think, like, I want to focus most of my future projects on actually solving more, you know, real life problems with the skills that we have. And some of them might bring money, some of them might be a business opportunity, some of them might be a free thing. But yeah, I guess my brain is tuned in that sort of way when it's like I see problems in everything. Maybe that's bad, maybe that's good, but all the time, just going through life, I constantly see problems that could be solved with programming and web development. That's why I'm still doing it. Like I have a YouTube channel called Tired of Web Dev. I'm literally tired of web dev, but it's the only thing that I know that I feel like it can empower me to solve bigger things. And if I get, like, with these streams and, you know, this the talks and the blog posts, if I can get a portion of the web developers to think like this, then I won, I guess. I'm super happy. So I'm glad, Daniel, that I Bin Valencia says, just enter to see some cats, some Porsche pictures, biome gone, people still fucking fighting about who's right, who's senior. Yeah, they're talking about things that don't matter there, and you're gonna get into all sorts of political discussions. They're gonna take your words, twist them into something else. It's just an endless... Like, I don't see Twitter bringing positivity and happiness to anyone. So that's why I was like, even though I'm gonna lose the business opportunities, there is a, like, I don't want to shit on it too much, because it basically... We have 3 minutes left. I can say that Twitter in a way brought me to where I am. In a way, I'm saying, because I was also blogging on Medium. I was also doing YouTube videos. I was trying, you know, to broaden my reach, and I wasn't just shit posting on Twitter and posting tips on Twitter. But I cannot say that Twitter didn't play a huge role. But I'm thankful that Twitter got me here, you know, so I got this audience. I'm thankful for everyone who's following the Twitch and so on. But as soon as something affects your mental health and it feels like day to day, like I felt like day to day Twitter didn't make me happy. Anytime you go there, anytime you post your opinion, anytime you make a joke, anytime you do something, like negative energy all the time. Like I would walk with my girlfriend, it would be like Saturday or whatever, I tweeted something, somebody else replied, got me pissed, and she's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, holy shit. Like I'm in the real world letting this fucking thing affect me. So pulling out your phone, oh, let's see what that motherfucker said. And it just affected me in the worst way possible. And I can see there's no person that can tell me, oh yeah, but I'm actually, you know, managing my time. There's no way that Twitter doesn't affect you negatively. So I would recommend you to take a small period off, like try to do it for a few days, and try to do it for a week, then try to do it for a month, and then try to see if you can get rid of it forever. Maybe you can. Like I think that I'm at a position right now that I can completely get rid of Twitter at some point. At some point, I'm saying. Now I just see it that I can post my links there, I can post my YouTube videos there, I can post the long form content there. It's a great way to promote stuff, but I'm not gonna try to grow there by posting, hey everybody, here's how to add, here's how to save whatever, those fire tips or whatever the fuck that, I'm done with that. But anyway, I hope this is useful to you, and I'm glad that whoever sent that, somebody said plus one, Ehub Katab, I guess, also agrees with Daniel. And I'm glad that I make you guys think that way. Muting people from web Twitter improve my scrolling. Not really, Bin Valencia. It's you're still scrolling. You're still seeing opinions that you don't need to see. Twitter basically limited my field of view. And I'm gonna give you this last example, and we're out of time. But this is a great discussion to have. This last example is before I launched Sizzy. I was thinking about what will the people on Twitter say about this. some people are gonna say, I don't need it. Some people are gonna say, oh, I can build this. You know what people say when you launch something. And then I didn't think about, but Twitter is not the world. And then when I launched CZ, and the first day I had notifications everywhere. And when I saw people buying it from Japan and some big names and companies, when I saw like the American fucking government buying a team license or Netflix or whoever the fuck, I'm like, holy shit. So my Twitter buddies or whoever I follow are not the world. So Twitter limited my thinking in, I cannot even tell you how much Twitter, like I consider myself a creative person. I always try to solve problems in different ways and think about ideas. But the more time I spend on Twitter, the more my field of vision narrowed. And I was just thinking about, I started thinking how other people thinking. When it was time to buy something or upgrade some equipment or do something, in the back of my mind I was thinking like, oh, but the other people on Twitter don't have that, or they have it this way and that way, until I realized, hey, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. So that's it. We hit an hour. TLDR, Twitter doesn't matter as much as you make it matter. So if you're like, yeah, if you're listening to this and you're like, Kitze, you're kind of right, but if you have that but there, that reason that you're staying on Twitter, reconsider if it's really a valid enough reason to ruin your mental health over that reason. Anyway, I think we had a great chat. I have one last question for you. Nimster says, I think that's true about negativity in general. The angry voices speak louder. Twitter is a bunch of angry voices and you cannot drown them out. It's constantly negativity anyway. Sharing experiences is always good. Yeah, that's awesome. I have one last question for you. And if you know the answer to the question, don't fucking say the answer, because I'm not gonna ask the question if you do that, you motherfuckers. Come on, Sprotty ruined it. Sprotty ruined it, and I cannot find my button here. I'm like a grandpa looking at my buttons. Where is that god fucking damn thing? Where did I put that thing? So, oh, there is it. It's a big, yeah. Who's the singer of this thing? Oh yeah, thank you very much. So it's Sia. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will in some other time. So who was the singer? Oh yeah, Sia. Okay, this is terrible. Now I don't have the button. So now that I don't have the button to stop the stream, I might as well continue streaming. Okay, so we're gonna continue with no, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.